Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This video does not relate to any adult's personal life and all the incidents mentioned are truly fictional. Few days passed by after the bathtub incident. Today Jungkook and Jungmi are out to shop some necessities and they both were going while bickering continuously. She's whining him to treat her with cheesecake and hot chocolate. Okay, fine. You're very stubborn, Jungmi. Both of them entered inside the cafe and came to the counter to place their order. Excuse, yes, sir. What do you want to order? She looked up when she didn't heard anything, and when she saw who is in front, she froze on her place. Anni, it's you? What are you doing here? You looked down in embarrassment and gulped hardly before answering them. Uh, I, I work here. They both looked at you shocked, and slowly they connected all the dots. This is the reason why you don't attend college during daytime. You sat on the seat with them, lowering your head and a little afraid too that they will tell you about you working here. Why is there need to work? As long as I know, your expenses are handled by your maternal uncle, isn't it? You felt really embarrassed in front of them, telling your personal situation. You didn't even look in their eyes at once. You have ancestral properties, that's why you won't understand my situation. Oh, please, stop it. If you're not gonna tell, then how will we understand? You gulped and coldly spoke. I want to fulfill all the needs of my sister. I don't want her to be deprived of anything. And that is why you're doing this job after leaving your future at risk by skipping college just for his extra luxurious needs. Wow, Onni, you're too much. You both won't understand my situation. She has no one other than me. I'm her only guardian. I can't see my sister looking at other people's face and thinking herself lower than anyone. I want to fulfill her every wish. And do you think he will be happy after knowing this? I know, and that's why you won't tell her anything. Wait, is this the reason why you don't eat food in the daytime? Because cafeteria food costs some money, is it? You sat there with silence, confirming her statement, leaving both of them in utter shock. Only, I've seen many a times how he talked to you mannerlessly, and you are even sacrificing your meals for her. Jungmi, she's not mannerless. She's just childish by nature. And what does the matter if I do this work? She's my sister, and I'm her only guardian. I have to do it. Jungmi sighed as she failed to make you understand anything. Jungkook looked at you, and now he realized why you asked him to do your assignments, because you were busy doing this job. Days later, the college announced a trekking trip to mountains for seniors and juniors together. You were not ready, but as always, Yohi and Jungmi didn't left you until you agreed, and you were relieved that the expenses are taken by the college authority. So now all of you are going to go for a 4 days trip. You and Yohi reached the college and met Jungmi and Jungkook there. The bus was all set and you guys entered inside, but the front seats were already full, so you all went to the back seat at last, where all the seats were connected and 5 people can sit together. Jungmi and Yohi sat near the window, and you had no choice other than sitting beside Jungkook, as one other student was already sitting near the other window. You sat there, but your heartbeat was not sitting. It was running as if on some marathon. You are confused why it was happening because you have no idea about your heart, whereas Jungkook too is not stable as he was feeling goosebumps all over his body. To calm himself, he leaned on the seat and tried to be comfortable by spreading his legs a little bit. In that process, his legs came in contact with your bare ones, making you both shiver. He thought to retreat his feet, but then it will be awkward, so he let his leg in that position as if nothing happened. You turned your face away while fidgeting with fingers as your heart was not stopping. You slowly took a bottle of water from Yuhi and drank it, but before you could gulp it down, your eyes widened and you flinched as the Jungkook's right cheek came in contact with your bare left shoulder as you were wearing a strapless tank top. If your mouth wasn't filled with water, you might have definitely screamed the loudest. But you placed your hand on heart to calm it down and gulped down the water with much difficulty because he was fast asleep and you thought to not to disturb him. You sat there twisting your skirt tightly while biting lower lip in nervousness. You shifted on your seat slightly, but your jaw dropped to the ground as Jungkook completely turned your side and circled his arms around your waist while snuggling in your neck, not allowing you to move a bit. You became statue and your chest heaved up and down, and the banging of your heart reached till your ears. It was good that Yohi and Jungmi were busy, otherwise, what would they think? But now you're regretting sitting beside Jungkook as his grip keeps on tightening, thinking you as his pillow. He's pulling you into him, and here your heart is threatening to stop. You are taking deep breaths and fanning yourself time to time, and as your heart was about to come out from your mouth, you thanked God for saving you from the heart attack. A big speed breaker came, breaking Jungkook's sleep, and he sat straight with sleepy eyes, and this time he slept hugging himself without realizing what he did to you. Meanwhile, you huffed to gasp air as your breath was heavy. You again picked up the bottle and drank more water. After a long journey, you reached your destination and all went to their specified room number. You, Jungmi, and Yohi were in one room while Jungkook was adjusted with his classmates. All slept as it was already night and they have to wake up early in the morning to start the trekking. Next morning, all three of you girls woke up and Yohi already took bath. You were taking out your necessities from your bag while you asked Jungmi, won't you take bath? Where's your bag? Actually, Anni, Oppa is bringing my bag. I'm waiting for him. I'll take bath after you. You nodded and went inside the hotel washroom. After approx 15 minutes, you finished bathing, and at the same time, Jungmi heard the door knock. She opened the door, revealing Jungkook, who was standing there with a bag. You took so much time, Oppa. Where were you? I was taking bath, but his further words stuck in his mouth as the washroom door opened and you walked out in just the towel wrapped around your body, which was starting from your mid and ending at the starting of your, while your wet locks were resting on your shoulder like a beautiful wet mermaid sitting on dry stone. Jungkook looked at you with open mouth and Jungmi asked him, "What happened? Where are you looking?" She said and turned around, and as you heard her talking, you looked up just to gasp the loudest, and your eyes widened like a saucer ball. You were staring at Jungkook, and he was looking at you from top to bottom without blinking his eyes. And that's when you came back to your senses and rushed hurriedly again inside the bathroom while holding the towel like your life depends on it. Like the view, elder brother? Shut up if you don't want to be smacked right in your face. Nowadays, your brain is working too much. With that, he quickly walked out of there before Jungmi could tease him more. All the students assembled in front of the instructors who were telling what to do and what not to do in difficult situations. All the students were listening carefully, and the last thing instructor said was, "You guys must go in pairs and you can choose your own partners. There are dense forests, so no one should go around alone. Understand? Me and Jungmi will be partners, right? Of course. Now only Onni and Oppa are left, as all the students have paired up. You and Jungkook looked around, and yeah, she was right. Now you know you both were partners. Okay, guys, assemble with your partners. One more thing. You guys need to return before 7 in the evening. If you get lost due to darkness of night, then don't panic. This forest is not dangerous. We'll rescue you in the morning. And this is your daily routine for 4 days, guys. Understand? Yes, sir. All the students stood with their partners, and you stood beside Jungkook while lowering your head as your cheeks were flushing red with the bus incident yesterday and the incident today morning. Jungkook looked at you with side eyes and found you blushing. He assumed that this is because he saw you in Tal. The corner of his lips turned up a little as he loved the fact that the cold girl heartthrob can be read with his gaze. The instructor said to go up the mountain and discover new things with your partner. Most of the students already went away. In the evening, all reached safely and were dying because of hunger, so they pounced on food like hungry animal. A student shouted, "Look, sir, we have made up for the lack of animals in this forest of yours." And all laughed along with the instructor. Being tired from the continuous walking, all sat down outside only, and the group of bullies, bad boys, and bad girls started to play their nasty games of targeting new baits. They were sitting while scanning the area with their nasty eyes to find a good target. That's when Yohi passed from there and their smoke widened as the target was confirmed. But one thing they didn't know was you and Jungkook heard everything as you both were sitting near them on a bench to relax yourselves. You looked at Jungkook and both sighed annoyingly as they are very aware of their classmates that how low they can get to achieve what they want. You were boiling in anger as how dare they think to hurt your sister when you are there. In the hotel lobby, Yohi was going to her room to have a shower, but she saw some seniors were bullying a boy really badly. She can't tolerate the way they were laughing on that boy's bleeding. She took courage and went to them shouting loudly, "What the? What you're doing, huh? Leave him." This girl came in between, otherwise today you were surely dead. They went from there and Yohi helped the boy to stand up. "Thank you for helping me. You're a very good person. Otherwise no one came to help me. They just passed by from here." "It's okay. My auntie told me to never tolerate bullying. By the way, what's your name?" "Oh, sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Jax." "Jax? Nice name. Are you a fresher?" "No, I'm in my final year." "Really? Then too they were bullying you?" "Yeah, they always bully me since the freshman year. I don't even have friends because of them." "Ginger? That's so bad." "Don't worry, I'll be your friend. If next time they bully you, just come to me or call me, okay?" He nodded with a smile. "You're so good. Thank you for helping me so much. And finally, I got a friend." Jax shook hands with Yohi and she smiled in happiness as she got a new friend other than Jungmi. They both exchanged numbers. Yohi turned around and went to her room, all the way smiling happily, while here Jax signaled the boys and girls who were bullying him few minutes ago to come out from behind the wall. Poor innocent Yohi. She thought she made a new friend, but she didn't know she just happily made a foe. All of them laughed evilly. Next day again, the students went on trekking and came back in the evening. You, Yohi, Jungmi, and Jungkook sat together, being tired. You took out your bottle from the bag and drank half of the water in one go. You placed it beside you and listened to the instructor who was telling something. Jungkook was listening the instructor too, but his throat was drying from thirst. His bottle was beside him, so without looking, He picked up the bottle. Vine was watching him and she got shocked when he picked her bottle mistakenly. But before she could stop him, he drank the water. He looked down to close the cap of the bottle but got stunned looking at it as he realized it was Vine's bottle. He looked at her with cheeks red in embarrassment, and she immediately looked away, blinking her eyes as she was blushing as well. Vine was so indulged in Jungkook that she didn't realize Yuhi got a call and she went away. Meanwhile, Yuhi immediately stood up as she attended Jack's call, who told her that the bullies were bullying him again. He asked her to come to rescue him near the room number 101. She reached there and saw Jax kneeling down and groaning in pain while holding his stomach. Yohi ran to him and helped him in standing. Oh my god, what happened? They hit me hard. Ah, Yohi, please help me. This is my room. I have first aid kit. Please help me bandage my wounds, please. Okay, calm down, I will. She wrapped his arms around her shoulder and carried him towards his room. Jax secretly smirked as his plan was working, but before Yohi could open the door and enter inside, someone pulled Jax away and punched him right in his face. Yohi turned around in shock to see it was her own sister Vian, and behind her stood Jungmi and Jungkook. Vian again punched him hard and this time in his stomach. Onni! She shouted in shock and horror and immediately helped Jax to stand up. She looked at you who was slapping the soul out of Jax. Stay away from my sister, otherwise. Onni, stop it! Please. What is your problem? Why you always beat up the people who want to be friends with me? First Jungmi and now him. Yohi, at least listen. No, Onni, I'm really sick of you. You hit my friends without their fault. You are hot. Enough. Yohi, that's more than enough. Just stop saying those stupid things. Jungmi, please, you don't interfere in between. Onni, I've explained you many a times. You're getting... Shut up. Shut your mouth if you don't know anything. Jungkook growled in anger and hear your tears drip down in pain. We are listening your nonsense from few minutes and you are not even stopping Yohi. The sister whom you are bad-mouthing about, do you even know that sister is ruining her future for you? Jungmi, stop it. Please. It's okay. I'm fine. Please stop. No, Annie. Today I won't stay quiet. Yohi spoke whatever came in her mouth, but today I'll surely shut her mouth. Jungmi? No, wait. What Annie is hiding? Stupid dumb girl. I feel like slapping you right in your face. Have you ever tried to find why your sister have only one meal a day? Why she don't attend college when all the seniors attend regularly? Stop it, please. Why? Because your sister worked part-time at a cafe just to fulfill your extra needs. Wine ran from there and Yuhi held her mouth in shock and regret. And the new friend whom you're favoring so much? That friend himself is a scoundrel bully. And he's trying to take advantage of you, from which your sister was trying to save you. But what you did? You trusted a stranger instead of your sister. So pathetic. Yohi immediately ran in your direction and Jungmi left from there. Jax punched the wall and spoke angrily. That wine spoiled my whole plan. But wait, why was even behind her sister when I can do that to her? And the fact that she's more appealing than that Yohi. Miss Vine, you just wait and watch. The thing that was about to happen to your sister will now happen to you. Meanwhile, you came running and sat on a bench under the wide open sky. Your tears ran down your face, sweeping all the dirt particles out from your skin and eyes as well, making your skin crystal clear and more glowy with that red nose. But That troll hand of yours brushed off your pretty nose as you sniffed while crying silently. You looked at the sky above your head and missed your parents who were with you till the age of 12, but after that, you were only left with responsibilities. You immediately wiped your face as you heard footsteps approaching you and you exactly knew who that person is. You one more time wiped your cheek secretly and then felt a tight back hug. You looked to your side to see Yohi circling her arms around your shoulder while snuggling in your neck. You became alerted as you felt her tears on your skin. Yohi, it's okay. Onni is not angry. Why? Why you always do this? Why you always hide your tears from me, Onni? Why? Why don't you give me a chance to comfort you? You always do this. You. No, Onni, this is not right. You do this every time. Not only I, but you too have lost our parents. Why don't you let me wipe your tears for just once? Every single time I do something stupid, but you ignore my mistakes. Why? Why, damn it, why? You don't need to act strong. You can cry on my shoulder too. Believe me, you will feel like you are hugging mom, because I know this feeling every time I hug you. When she took mom's name, you can't control yourself and broke down completely for the first time in front of your sister. You hugged her and placed your head on her shoulder, crying hard while she held you and kissed your hair. She kissed your head and you literally felt your mother's warmth in that hug because both of you sisters possessed some essence of your mom in you. For the first time, you looked like a baby and you hear your elder sister, otherwise, you are like a mom to her. You cried for a good 20 minutes and eventually calmed yourself. You broke the hug and Yohi smiled, wiping your tears. Wine, baby, if you ever again feel low, then come to me, okay? You smacked her head and you both laughed. But on a serious note, Annie, you don't need to do any part-time jobs. From now, I'll feed you 3 times a day. This will be the quintessence of all the days you had only one meal. But Yohi, no Yohi, I said what I said, and you have to follow my order. Understand, Miss Wine? As your wish, Princess Yohi. Then you both laughed on each other. Next day, all came back from trekking and are chilling in the open ground, sitting on comfortable French grass outside the hotel. You and Jungkook sat beside each other, and the distance between you both was lesser than yesterday. Maybe that was unintentional, maybe you both failed to notice, or maybe you both noticed secretly. There were so many probabilities. You sat there blushing as his arms brushed with your shoulder. He was smiling internally, too. Um, all settled between you and Yohi? That yesterday, what all happened there? Yeah, we solved it. And I also realized communication is the key to solve any problem. You're right. So don't just keep things within you. Share with someone to lighten the heaviness when you feel like you are done with your life. You both stared at each other in the eyes as if only you two were there and your surroundings have turned completely silent with just you two. A newfound feeling emerged in you that was comfort. He was giving comfort to your heart, assuring that you are not alone in this. Thanks, Jungkook, for supporting me yesterday. I'm happy to do that for you. When I wanna. You patted his back as he choked on air. Calm down. You caressed his back and searched for water, but there was nothing. Wait, Jungkook, I'll bring water. You stood and ran inside the hotel. You were running past the lobby when you were pulled inside the room in a snap of fingers. You came in the room with a jerk and landed falling on bed directly. You heard some sarcastic laugh behind you as a tick sound came, which indicated the room has been locked from inside. You stood on your feet and turned around to look at the faces of those bullies standing there while cracking their neck and muscles like some creepy freaks ready to pounce on you like you are their bait. Jax came closer and traced his fingers on your neck while speaking dirty things to you. Wow, babe, you're so considerate. You wore one piece today to make our work easier, isn't it? I'll take it off in one go and we'll go on a rough ride. No hitch in between, no wounding of clothes. Right, babe? Isn't that amazing? You jerked his hand away, glaring at him while he laughed, standing there along with his minions. Jax, watch your mouth, otherwise I'll break your bones along with your stupid gang members today. You need to watch your tongue, baby. Otherwise, who knows, you might get ganked by my gang members today. Your breath hitched as he spoke those words. How much of a strong person you are, but these things for a girl are enough to break her from her soul. You were looking terrified, and that's what Jax wanted to see on your face. It gave him pleasure. Come on, baby, no more delays. We'll start fast, then only we'll be able to finish soon. Because we are eight, and it will take time for each of us to do it, right? Stop! Stop it, Jax! I'm telling you, don't come near me. Oh, poor Wine. How miserable I made you, baby. Save your tears for the time being. Don't waste them. I haven't even started yet. I swear, you'll lose all your tears today. He came closer to you and you instinctively backed away, but you fell with a thud on bed. You climbed backwards to crawl away from him, but he pulled you with your ankle. You stared at him like an angry tigress with tears dripping down from your eyes. If he had been alone here, then you might have scratched, eaten him. No, 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 baby. Don't you dare to look in my eyes. Gaze should be lowered. He backed away and laughed there, standing with the rest of the gang. Oh God, Wine, such a sexy figure, baby. It feels like God has made you when He was having such a piece of art, are you? Your face, that pale neck, that which is inviting me to devour it. Then those, oh, I've got already. Then that thin divine beast. I'm sure the belly button behind those clothes will be waiting for my tongue. See, I told you, you're a piece of art which I have studied in description. I've already checked out the top chapters. Now it's time to devour the bottom. You looked at him with your bloodshot red eyes. Jax, your morals are buried deep in a grave. You're not thinking twice that I'm a woman. Don't you have women in your house? Aren't you ashamed? See, no need to do such dramas. I've created the mood for you with dim lights and scented candles, babe. And yeah, don't pretend to be so pure in front of me. I know girls like you use body to get our attention. And baby, believe me, my full attention is on you today. Come on, don't delay. With that, he came bouncing on you, making you panicked. You placed your both hands to prevent him to get near you, but that was impossible as he was much stronger than you. You opened your hair from bun and removed your hands from his chest while pulling you closer from your waist. You turned your face away and pushed him with your full strength. He tried to kiss you, but you elbowed him in his stomach, getting a chance, and got freed as he held his stomach in pain. You immediately ran towards the gate, and before any one of his minions could catch you, you ran out with full speed. You were fortunate enough that the door opened in one try. You ran across the lobby while again and again looking behind when you got pulled in the room once again. You screamed, being terrified, but your mouth got blocked by a hand. Wine, it's me. Stop shouting like that. You looked up at him, breathing heavily, and your whole body gave up in front of him. You instantly hugged him tightly, burying your face in his chest as you felt a breath of relief. You felt like you came running all the way after seeing the death from so near. Now you are in the arms of your life. Jungkook sensed something strange from the way you were hugging him, so he returned the hug, covering your whole body in his arms. You smelled his manly scent and felt like it was tempting you to come out of the danger you faced a few minutes ago. You realized in what position you are when you heard him saying, "What happened, Vine? Why you were running?" You broke the hug and looked at him while he examined your face closely. "Why are you sweating so much? Why you took so much time coming back? I was searching for you from like half an hour." You gulped hard, fighting with the thoughts whether to tell him about this or not, but at the end nothing came out from your mouth. I, I that Jax was trying to bully me, so I ran away to avoid any trouble. Yeah. Jungkook raised his eyebrows to confirm. Are you sure? Yeah. Okay. It's late at night. You should sleep now. Yeah. Jungkook, you were about to say something when we were sitting outside. He scratched the back of his neck as his ears turned red, which you didn't fail to notice. It's late. We'll talk tomorrow. You nodded and went away while Jungkook placed hand on his heart to calm his heartbeat. Next day, you got ready in the early morning, and to your surprise, Jungkook was ready too. So you both sat on starting your today's task after having something. It's been several hours, and you both walked really far away from the hotel. You were about to slip while climbing a rock when Jungkook held your hand and pulled you towards him with a great force that you both fall back on dried leaves. You were on top of him and your faces were just less than a millimeter apart. He was holding your waist firmly with his both hands, which took your breath away, and the scene of falling in bathtub rewinded in both of yours mind. You immediately stood up and tried to hide your face from him. He stood up too while biting his lips in nervousness as the feeling were rushing to his cheeks again and again. You both continued to walk without talking much, and soon it was evening. You gasped loudly as you came across a beautiful waterfall descending down the hills. You took a glance at Jungkook, who was amazed too, looking at that serene view. Beautiful, isn't it? Jungkook looked at you, and his heart melted like butter looking at your alluring smile. He replied without taking his eyes off from you. Just breathtaking. You looked at him and realized he was staring at you without blinking, making you blush. Let's go near to it, please. Jungkook nodded and you both came near the water. No, one, wait, don't get wet. Without thinking twice, you jumped in the water and laughed in joy while playing with it like a kid. Jungkook saw that large smile on your face for the first time, and he can't help himself from drowning in you. You splashed water like a happy kid, being lost in the beauty of nature. Spreading your arms, you revolved around, experiencing the five elements all together. The sky above your head, the water touching every part of you, the earth below your feet, the fire within your body, and the trees in the dense greenery of this forest. Jungkook admired you with a smile on his face, tilting his head, and his eyes had your reflection in them. After enjoying under the waterfall for like half an hour, you came out of it while shivering, but still you were smiling to your fullest. See, that is why I was telling you not to play in water. Shh, let's go. Let's go back fast. You both started to walk back to the hotel, but after walking for 30 minutes, you both realized that you lost the way. He looked at you, trembling heavily as cold chills started to strike your body because it was evening already and the sky lost its brightness to welcome moon. What will happen now? Don't worry, they'll rescue us tomorrow, but for now, let's find a place to hide. Jungkook looked around while you hugged yourself as your whole body was having goosebumps with cold. Jungkook spotted a burning flame from few meters and he knew they can spend tonight there. Fine, hold my hand, there's no light, you might fall. You nodded, and as soon as you held his hand, you felt so good. A small smile came to your lips as his warm heat reached from his heart through your hand, still your heart. And here Jungkook, who was walking before you, felt his heart stopping. God, this girl will stop my breath forever. I don't think tonight I can stop myself from dropping my feelings in her feet. You both reached near the lighted fire and sat beside it to warm up your body. The water from your hair dripped down your neck and went inside your clothes. You chattered your teeth as the cold wind was freezing you. Jungkook looked at you, who was looking like a pure beauty with that bare face and red nose tip. You took off the shrug and hanged it on the branch of the tree. Now you were only left in a thin fabric. You warmed your hands keeping near the fire, but it gave no help to the rest of the body. Jungkook watched your lips were trembling, but he was hesitant to tell you anything. He held your both hands and started rubbing them. You looked at him as for a minute you forgot anything named cold. You witnessed his worried expression and his brows shrinking with tension just for you. You don't know why you felt satisfied seeing him being worried for you. Maybe because this was the first time someone was doing that. Few minutes passed by, but with time the night became even more chilly. Now you are shaking even more, and your breath also started to slow down. Jungkook was feeling so helpless to not able to do anything for you. Not finding any other way, he spoke. Ryan, get inside my hoodie. You said okay and extended your hand so that he can pass you his hoodie. But he raised his brows and spoke. Get inside the hoodie while I'm wearing it. Huh? Fast. There's no other way. Fast. You thought for a while and agreed with him, as there definitely was no other way other than body warmth. You hesitantly went near him and was about to enter in his hoodie, but he stopped you. Wait, what are you doing, Vine? You only said just now to get inside your hoodie. You spoke with shyness, but her breath literally hissed by what he said next. Remove your clothes first, otherwise I will get wet too. There will be no one to save you then. He spoke looking everywhere but not at you. What are you saying? I'll close my eyes. You change. Don't worry, I'll not open my eyes until you tell me to. With that, he closed his eyes tightly and you bit your lips thinking so much. You removed your shirt and jeans, leaving in on, and then you went near Jungkook. You slid in his hoodie, back facing him, and as soon as your back touched his chest, you both hissed and he instantly grabbed your waist from outside the hoodie. You hissed, feeling warmth after freezing from an hour, and he hissed because of extreme sensation of cold because he was all warm from starting. He felt his chest wet as you didn't remove your yet. Wine? Yes. When I said to remove clothes, I meant all of it. How can I? Her face went red with embarrassment. You have to, because your wet is giving me chills. You guessed by the way he said that, and your cheeks were burning with heat now. You slowly unhooked your and rolled it, hiding in your hands, as you don't want to be more embarrassed by showing that to him, but you bit your lips as he himself asked for it. Give it to me, I'll hang it here. It will be dried soon. You took your one hand out of the hoodie and gave it to him. He opened it and held with both the straps in front of your face, and you immediately placed your hand to cover his eyes. Jungkook, don't, don't look, please. I was just teasing you. My eyes were closed the whole time. You removed your hand from his eyes and sighed in assurance. He hanged it on the branch behind him, then again turned in front and opened his eyes. You were sitting on the same stone as him, but suddenly he pulled you on his lap, leaving you all breathless, and hugged you tighter like that was even possible. You gasped open your mouth widely as all this happened in a swift motion, attaching you like a glue with him. Your back rested on his chest, but you bite your lips and arched your back a little to not to show that you are liking his touch very much. But he again circled his arms around your waist from outside the hoodie and pulled you on him. Stay close, Ryan. Don't wiggle, otherwise air is entering inside hoodie. She nodded in tiny and sat on his lap, being all red from top to bottom. Several minutes passed by, but your both's intensity kept on increasing. You flinched and bit your inner cheek as Jungkook kept his chin on your shoulder. As the time went by, because of cold, he kept on snuggling in your neck more and more till the point his warm lips touched your neck, and in response, you scooted your shoulder closer to your neck, trying to hide yourself from the sensation you were feeling right now. But once he got the access of you, he was not able to stop. He kissed your neck, making a nibbling sound, while a soft whimper escaped your mouth. He was waiting for you to stop him, but once he got assurance that you want that too, then his pace increased, and now you gave him more access by laying your head back on his shoulder while he gave you so many butterfly kisses, open mouth kisses, ickies, and love bites. The chilly dark night with full moon witnessed two soon to be lovers having a moment of their own. Jungkook stopped and smiled, hiding wine in his embrace while she laid on him with closed eyes. Jungkook could not control anymore as he thought this was the right time where he should express whatever is in his heart right now. Even though your action and reaction already spoke those unspoken words, still he felt the urge to keep his heart in your hands. Vian, you hummed back softly and opened your eyes. I want to tell you something. He stuttered badly, but you again hummed, making him nervous as yesterday, uh, in the ground, I was about to tell you something. You cut him off in the middle and spoke. Why are you stuttering so much? Speak clearly. Okay, listen. See, um, uh, no, you, no. I'm having this thing in my heart for like long time. If you give me chance to explain, why are you messing around so much? Say directly. You spoke coldly just to tease him more. Please listen, Kang Wayan. I have already fallen for you really hard in these months. You are ruling all over my heart, and I'm not able to control myself whenever I am in front of you. I'm in love with your personality. I even love your cool nature. I love your every rare and precious smile. I love the way you care for your loved ones. I love the whole you. It took me so much courage to confess. So, would you accept me as your boyfriend? Please? He spoke all this with closed eyes and then opened them just to get his breath hitched as your both faces were so close because you slightly turned to face him. He blinked his two eyes in nervousness as he watched you being all shocked from his sudden confession. Your expression stiffened as you didn't expect that at all. You gulped as suddenly it became all awkward. You cannot mug up his words as you yourself were so confused till the point that your heart came in your mouth that what to tell him. Jungkook, I'm sorry, I can't, you said lowly, and his body loosened, expressions fall, leaving him sad and heartbroken. He lowered his gaze as tears stuck at the edge of his eyes. Maybe he was about to have his first ugly heartbreak. He thought you also felt same for him because of your actions few minutes ago, so he thought to ask you once the reason for rejecting him. Mm, Why you can't accept me? Hmm, there's a strong reason behind it. He teared up and asked, "What?" See, Jungkook, I can't accept you as my boyfriend because you hug so tightly while sleeping. You left him confused and diesel with tears on his cheeks. He looked so cute with those two teary eyes. What? I don't understand. Am I rejected? Dumbo, while coming here in the bus, you stopped my breath with that tight embrace of yours. You will squeeze me with your muscles if I accept you, bunny. You smiled and laughed, tricking him, more like pranking him, while he sighed in relief, holding his heart as a tear fall down while he laughed along with you. Oh, such a cute crybaby, you said, wiping his tears, but your eyes widened the next second when he got his hands inside the hoodie and held your bare waist while slowly crawling his hands upward. Crybaby, who? He squeezed your waist before you could take his name. This is cheating. He giggled and said, "This is your punishment for pranking me and making me cry." For 1 second, I thought it's all over. What can I do? My boyfriend is so innocent. Say that again. What? That you're innocent? No. Before that? What can I do? No. After that? My boyfriend? You spoke shyly and his mouth widened, listening you, mentioning him as your boyfriend. Again? My sweet boy. Your eyes widened as he pecked your lips and you looked at him with flushed cheeks red with embarrassment. Comment if you want Jax to be punished, then I'll make a bonus part. Otherwise, that's it. Thanks for watching this video till the end. If you like it, please comment down below. That really appreciates me. And like the video. Thanks for watching.